Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing so well. So, two things very quickly. One, on my previous video, I did a video called Weird Content Creator. And I just want to say that I did get a comment, and here's the thing. Sometimes I don't realize what I say, because I have this thing called autism and there's many different types of them, but for me it's the thing of I don't realize what I say until I just don't realize what I say until someone corrects me. That's the thing. And I just want to apologize for what I said. I really don't mean it. This person, she makes really cool stuff. I really have to say, her stuff is really good. She made this one with had flowers in it. I can't remember the video, but I found that one quite cool. And yeah, I really do not mean it. I am very sorry. Yeah, I really do apologize. Because I believe anyone can cook, from that quote from Ratatouille. But yeah, I am so sorry. I really, like I said, I do apologize. I really am sorry. So yeah, anyway, let's go on. Jeez, I can't speak. Anyway, let's get on with the video. So yeah, and again, I'm very sorry. Okay, so on today's video, we're going to be talking about the High School Musical franchise. And I love High School Musical. It's one of my most favorite musical films. I mean, I've got many musical films, but this one is in the top. It's so oh, you can just want to get up and dance or sing to it. The songs are very catchy, and also I'm in my Disney era. So yeah, do not mind me. I am very much in my Disney era. So yeah. So yeah, let's get started on this. But before we do, please remember to like and subscribe because it means so much to me. And I'm just going to say this again. I'm very sorry. I will try to be mindful of how I act and what I say in this video, because High School Musical is a very loved film. So I will 100% be try to be mindful of what I say, and also I will try to be mindful of what I say in my future videos. And if I say anything hurtful or anything in my previous videos, I am truly sorry. So yeah, but still, let's get into it. So I can't really remember much about High School Musical, the first one, because it's been a while since I watched it. It's been quite a while, because I mean, I remember I first watched it back in oh, when was it? I think it was 2017 or something, or maybe during lockdown. I remember first watching it and thinking, this is a very interesting concept. And I kind of did like it. It was very, yeah, it was very good. The characters were definitely, all played well. So yeah, anyway, the film came out in, I think it's 2006. Yeah, from what I can remember. And yeah, it blew minds. And at the start, we're introduced to Gabriella and Troy. So Troy is basically this popular jock basketball player. Also, I just want to say I got this idea from Danny Gonzalez, but since I love High School Musical, I'm kind of I kind of have the idea, but I kind of want to make it my own. So yeah. Anyway, so I was yeah, so Troy's this jock basketball player, and Gabriella is this nerdy book smart girl, and they're at this Christmas party, and basically Gabriella's like, well, I don't want to go to a party, I just want to sit here and read. And her mum's like, no, no, you are going to that party. You're a kid. You should be having fun, making friends, finding love. Meanwhile, Troy's playing at basketball with his dad. And I got to be honest, it's weird how there's like this like, it's weird how like this like dad is making his like son do like basketball on like New Year's Eve, because this, again, I'm gonna nitpick this from Danny Gonzalez. This dad is like like, you know, a very Disney Channel kind of dad. Like he just wants best for like his son, so he kind of like how do I say this, like he kind of like, oh, what's the word, he kind of like makes him like, you know, always think about like basketball and sport, and just like he doesn't really want him to like, I think, fall in love. It's just literally basketball, eat, sleep, basketball. That is the kind of process for his dad. So yeah, that's basically kind of like how it starts out. But Troy's mum comes in and like tells him, you should go to the party and be like a normal child. Anyway, so Gabriella and Troy go to the party, and yeah, so I got to be honest, in Jock and like now that is kind of like the main sort of structure in a Disney Channel sort of like movie or series, because I think this is like back then people kind of loved that sort of like trope. So yeah, I don't know if people still like it now. Like, I kind of like it, but I just wouldn't read loads of the trope, because I kind of would want to find some like more stuff to like watch or read. Anyway, so yeah. Also, I just want to bear in mind, what if like this looks like where Troy and Gabriella are, looks like this like place where it'd be like very like sort of, how do I say, since it's like snowing there, shouldn't like Troy's friends be there as well? Because it looks like a place where like, you know, your friends would come with you and like, you know, party. But why aren't they there? Anyway, so yeah, then like basically Troy and Gabriella meet through like a karaoke song they sing, and yeah, Troy falls head over heels for Miss Gabriella. And so yeah, also Troy's singing voice in the first one was like so bad that they got in the lovely Drew Seeley. And I'm just gonna point this out here, like, this is just my opinion. I think Drew Seeley would have been like a great Troy if there was like another option for Troy. Like in like High School Musical, you have to sing, and like Zac Efron couldn't really sing in that one, but like he improved in the next two. Anyway, but we'll get into that later. So yeah, they got Drew Seeley. So yeah, I feel like he could have just like been a really good Troy, but who knows? In another universe, that would be it, really. Another universe. Maybe we could also like, who else could be like, you know, another Gabriella? Who else? Anyway, so yeah, they meet. Troy falls for Gabriella, and I think Gabriella starts to like him, but it's just very unsure of like, I feel like she's the type that I kind of want to get to know you first, sort of thing. And Troy's like, yeah, I'm in love with you right away. So yeah, then they both go outside and have the smallest conversation ever. Then New Year's happens, and Gabriella's like, well, I'm gonna go say hi to my mom. Then she disappears, and Troy's like, you know, upset because he's fallen in love. he has. And we'll never see her again until they go to high school. So, yeah, Troy enters high school and he's immediately surrounded by, like, popular people and, like, his, like, friend Chad. So, yeah. And then later, Gabriella joins the school, who's, like, the new girl. And she's like, I don't want to be the freaky, like, math girl. Or, like, what was it? Smart girl or something? I don't know. So, yeah. Yeah, then Gabriella enters, like, the class, and, like, Troy's like, whoa, I swear I've seen her before. Oh yeah, the Christmas party. So yeah. Also, I think Sharpay has, like, a tiny crush on Troy, but it's not really noticed till, like, the second movie, but I'll get into that, like, later. Then, yeah, because, like, Sharpay, she's, like, the theatre kid. With her, like, twin brother Ryan, he's the theatre kid as well, but he doesn't really care much. I don't think he really cares much about, like, the theatre as much as Sharpay. So yeah, then also Gabriella makes friends with what's her name? Is her name, like, Tessie or something? I think her name's Tessie. I cannot remember her name. It's been a while. But makes friends with this girl who's, like, a science person, and yeah, they become friends later in the movie. Anyway, so yeah, then like their class is, like, so short. It's like 5 minutes. That's literally the whole. Yeah. Then basically Troy catches Gabriella as they leave class and is like, hey, remember me? And she's like, oh my gosh, yes. Then yeah, then she's like, oh, I just transferred here. He's like, and Troy's like, well, I've been here for, like, ages. So yeah. So Troy and Gabriella see the sign-up sheet for the spring musical, and, like, Gabriella's like, yeah, I don't want to sign up for that, because she's, like, new and she just wants to settle in to, like, make like a good first impression. And, like, Troy, he's like, I'm up for it. Like, I wouldn't mind a change other than just basketball, because that's literally all he does. Like I said, literally all he does is eat, sleep, basketball. That's literally everything he does. Sorry, got a bit of a cold. Anyway, so yeah, then Sharpay kind of, like, sees like, the two of them kind of sees, like, the two of them showing a sort of, like, sees, like, them standing around her and kind of feels a bit threatened. So yeah, she's like, this is kind of like my drama department. Yeah, bye. Yeah, she's like that. She really wants to, like, protect her, like, drama department. And I got to be honest, it's the thing of, like, I see why, because there's, like, no talent at the school, but literally, again, I'm just gonna nitpick this from, like, Danny Gonzalez. It's like, and it's like, it's the thing of nobody has talent, but they can sing when it's, like, I don't know, like, every single type of scene. Yeah. Bit odd. Yeah. Then Troy, to his, like, friend Chad, is like, hey, I'm kind of interested in signing up for, like, the spring musical. Then Chad just literally cuts him off, saying, yeah, no, don't do it. It's not really us. We only do basketball. I think that's what it's his thing. I haven't watched this in a long time, so I cannot remember what happens. So yeah, then for some reason they start singing. What was the song, like, Get Your Head in the Game? Yeah, then they just start singing that. It's weird because they don't want to do singing, but they sing anyway. Bit odd. Okay, then like, Sharpay kind of, like, goes to see Gabriella to see what she's kind of like, see how, like, smart she is, or, like, how, like, creative she is or something. Then, like, then like Gabriella answers like the question teachers ask, and it's like and Sharpay's like kind of stunned by this, and so Ryan and like Sharpay kind of search her up, and it's like, if it's easy to search someone up, can't you just search everyone up? It's literally like it's like all your personal like information's on there from like schools and stuff. It's like, oh, it's a bit odd. Yeah, no thank you. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, anyway, then the detention happens, and like Troy's dad, I forgot his name, kind of sort of gets a bit annoyed at Miss Arbus for like not letting Troy like play basketball, and Miss Arbus is like, well, it's punishment for him being on his phone, and so yeah, it's like he just wants them to like play basketball with like no questions added. It's just what the. It's odd. It's really odd. Yeah. I could be honest, like, and it's like the detention is like them just painting sets for the musical. And it's like, your detention is to make the stage shine. Make it shine. Sorry, that was a bit odd there. So then basically at Troy's house, and he lives in a fucking mansion, may I say. That house is huge. Anyway, so then he's like to his dad, have you ever wanted to try something new, like, you know, not basketball? And his dad is like literally like the lowest like IQ. He's like, well, maybe go left to like, you know, block out the opponents. And it's like, I wonder if, and Troy's like, I wonder if he'll ever have a conversation that's like not about basketball. So yeah. Then next day, like Troy goes to like, he tries to like sneak to the audition, so he's like trying to get away from his friend Chad, and like, yep, I had enough conversation with you, trying to go somewhere. And his friend's like a tiny bit suspicious about where he's going. So his friend's like, yeah, I'm gonna see where you're going. So yeah, then he kind of like follows him a bit, then loses him, then he kind of gets to like the back of the school. Then his dad, I think, sees him, and he turns behind like a corner and like somehow like fucking vanishes. Which is like, yeah, you 100% saw him, but you just don't want to get your son in trouble. So yeah. Also, like I said, he has the lowest IQ, so you probably like saw like a vague resemblance of like a basketball just bouncing on like the road. So yeah, anyway, Troy gets to like the audition room, then Gabriella's there, and I don't know why she's there, because like I said, she's shown like zero interest in doing this. So yeah. Then like basically they basically see all the auditions, and it's like they're like all so bad. They're like bad, like, cause no one has talent. And it's like, and also there's like Kelsey, who's like the composer, and she's like, I just love doing all the music, and I love Kelsey so much. Like, she's so amazing. Yeah. Then basically like Sharpay and Ryan do their act, and it's like, whoa. It's like, oh my gosh, stop right there. It's so good. Then then basically Troy and Gabriella do their like song, and like Troy's like, what? Who knew musicals can be so much work for an audition? Oh my gosh. Then they get the call back, and it's like, yeah. so yeah, that's kind of like the whole sort of like audition thing. Yeah. Okay, so also I just want to mention that Sharpay really like hates Kelsey. She's like, yeah, I don't want you doing any of the music for me. We want it all on like a song from like my playlist. So yeah, then the lunch thing happens, and so yeah, Sharpay finds out about the callbacks. I think I've said that. Anyway, so yeah, then at lunch, people know about the callbacks, about Troy auditioning and Gabriella. And also for this, oh my gosh, I need to mention this. So fun fact, in High School Musical, like the cast, they were like, they had to drink like, I think it was like outdated milk or something. I don't know, I think it's like to make their voice sound more like, I don't know what the word is, like what is the word? I think it's like acoustic or something. It's to make the voice sound a bit more like, oh yes, the people would like this. So yeah, anyway, so the school sings a song about being different, like about how Zeke, one of the basketball players, wants to be a baker, like a chef, and he comes out with a creme brulee, and people are like, no. And yeah, and then there's like Martha, who wants to, like, you know, sing, and people are like, nope, be a nerd. Then there's this like I think it's like, I'm gonna nitpick this again from like Danny Gonzalez, because like I haven't seen High School Musical in like a while, so, and I've recently seen it through one of his videos, so yeah, I'm just gonna nitpick this. So yeah, from like one of the like I think it's like stoner people or something, who like want to be like, I want to like play the cello, but it's like friends are like, nope, don't, we only skate and smoke. So yeah, it's this whole thing about like thing, and then Sharpay's like, the school has to say this way because I want to be on top. And then as Sharpay comes down the stairs, Gabriella accidentally puts some food on her top. Shame. That was a good top. And I think Sharpay felt a bit threatened by this, like, you ruined my shirt. I know you mean business. So yeah, yeah, it's kind of that sort of thing. These films are like so nuts, like really like so nuts. So then like Gabriella and Troy basically go to like the school rooftop, which I think, how did they even get up there? That's the thing, because shouldn't that be off limits to like children in case they fall off the roof? Anyway, so they go and they're like, are you sure? I think it's the thing of, I can't remember, I think it's the thing of, are you sure you want to do this? And they're like, and Gabriella's like, yeah, I want to do this. So yeah, then basically the whole school finds out that they're doing this, and I just want to go back to the thing that I think Miss Darvis and Troy's dad, aka the coach, I think they've got something going on. Like, is it just me, or is there something like going on there? Anyway, so yeah, then like Gabriella sees Troy in like the basketball court, and it's like and so yeah, Troy's half like, yep, don't mess with my son, he's trying to train for the game. And Gabriella's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll go. And I felt like that, like, sort of like, you know, that like Debbie Ryan thing where she goes like, me. I felt like that could have been like added, but it just wasn't. But it's Disney Channel, you know, full of surprises. So yeah. Then also, whilst Troy and Gabriella are rehearsing, Ryan and Sharpay here, and there's like one scene where Sharpay goes into the bathroom and like tries to see if Gabriella's there, because Gabriella literally hides in like a corner, and as Sharpay comes out, it's a thing of like, she could have seen her, I mean, because it's like, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, then Chad keeps like, you know, trying to get Troy to like not do this and like break up with Gabriella, until Chad kind of like mentions football coaches being like number one. Yeah. So yeah, then then like Chad kind of like puts up a webcam to like show this like video call chat. I don't know, it was back then, with like to show Gabriella that like Troy isn't interested in her anymore and just thinks about basketball. So yeah, and it works, and Gabriella's sad that like that like Troy has no interest in her, and her friends are in on this. Her friends are like in on like Troy's like friend like breaking them up. this one's absolutely nuts. Until basically the audition happens and Sharpay and Ryan do their like audition, and also like Chad and Gabriella's friend Tessie, I can't remember, Tessa or Tessie, I think so, I think that's her name, kind of like comes up with a plan to get them back together, and they come back together and they sing the audition, and that's just where it ends really, and they sing "We're All in This Together." So yeah, and that's the first movie. Also, I just want to say that like throughout the movie, Drew Seeley has been like singing as Troy. So yeah. Also, I feel like Troy's character just literally just needs like approval from his like dad for like everything, because it's just a thing of like, oh, I can only do this if I have my dad's like approval. So yeah, but also I just think it's a good movie. It's really good. Like, oh, I think I remember bits of it. I remember watching bits of it and it was like really good. So yeah, now time for the second movie. Let's hope this one will be very good. So yeah, let's get into it. So in the second movie, it's close to summer, and what I find so odd about this is that the spring musical never happened. Like, it just didn't happen. So all that movie and all the waiting for the musical was for nothing. Just want to add that. But I just feel like, I felt like the musical could be like, it could have been a great part of it. Yeah. So yeah, and in this one, Troy, not Troy, and Troy, Zac Efron could actually sing in this film, which is good. So yeah, Drew Seeley, you are good. You don't need to come back, but thank you for your services. So yeah, yeah, and so yeah, in this one, it's basically about like, you know, summer break and like jobs and love and everything. So yeah, so in this one, like Troy's eyes are like very blue. May I say they're like very blue, and so yeah, they're waiting for like the bell to be rung for like end of a school day. And yeah, so yeah, also now everyone could do whatever they want in their cliques, however you say it. Anyway, so yeah, because Troy and Gabriella in the last one, like, you can do anything. You don't have to be like stuck in your clique, forced to do what you don't want to do forever. So yeah, anyway, they're waiting for the bell to be rung for the end of summer. The bell rings, everybody's excited, they sing a song, and they're free to go. Then later, then later, like, Troy gives Gabriella a necklace saying T, and it can mean many things. Team, or Troy, or like the musical. Many things. Anyway, so yeah, then also, like I said, Sharpay kind of had a little crush on Troy in the in the first one, but now she has a huge crush on him in this one. Yep. She does whatever she wants to like get his attention in this one. So yeah, then later in the film, like, Troy and his, like, dad and friends play basketball because, you know, Troy's dad, it's all about basketball with him. So yeah. Then Troy gets a phone call from a guy saying, hey, you can do a job here for the summer to get some, like, work experience and money, and he accepts, and he wants to get his friends jobs as well, so he does. So yeah. Okay, and so Ryan and Sharpay go to this summer resort which Sharpay's family owns, which is quite cool. And so yeah, Sharpay's, like, you know, lying by the pool enjoying the sun, and she sees, like, Troy, and she's like, yep, I want him to be mine this summer. But then she falls in the pool, and then she meets Gabriella, who is the lifeguard at the resort. So yeah. Yeah, then Sharpay's like, this could put a big threat to my plan. Then she goes to like a mother being like, hey, what? Oh, knocked over something. Why is Troy and his friends here? Well, why is Troy's friends here? And her mother's like, Soza, and she's like, oh, are they your friends? Then, so yeah, then Ryan's such like a mum's boy, because like he's like such the golden child. Anyway, so yeah, then Sharpay goes to like this like director of like the resort, and it's like, why did you invite everybody here? And the director's like, well, you told me to. And Sharpay's like, well, make their work harder so I can see more of Troy and he can see less of them. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Okay, so then like everybody in like the kitchen who's like working in the kitchen's like, yeah, this job is difficult, but it's a thing of like, this is a job. This is basically what a job is. It's kind of hard work, but you have to do it. Anyway, so so yeah. Then I remember, what do I remember? Oh yeah, then Gabriella and Troy sneak off to go on a date by like this like lake. Then Sharpay sees and she kind of ruins it by like turning on these like sprinklers. Then the director of the resort sees them and they're like, don't do it again, you got your first strike. And yep. Yeah. So it's a thing of like, now they've got to be careful when they go on their dates. They gotta do it in secret. So then Sharpay like, it's like, hey Troy, do you want to go to dinner with me? So he does, and Troy meets like some like people who are like basketball, like Ivy League sort of people, like manager or something, I don't know. And they're like, oh, we're impressed with your work, and it's like, yeah. So yeah, also Troy goes golfing with Sharpay. So yeah, this is like Sharpay's plan to like get him like closer to, yeah. Then Troy notices he's late for his date with Gabriella. Also, Sharpay sings a song to Troy to like, you know, say, oh, I love you. But anyway, so yeah, Troy goes to what was that? Anyway, so yeah, Troy goes on his like swimming date with Gabriella, hopefully not to be seen. But then the director of the resort sees and it's like, that's strike two. Please don't let it happen again. And wait, what else? What else happens? From what I can remember, what else? Let me review what happens. Oh, okay. So I'm just reviewing it just now because I'm like, yeah, I need to review this. So then basically Troy's talking to his dad, who's like fixing a car with like a basketball holding the top up, and there's like basketballs in the background, and it's like, you can tell what Troy's dad loves. Anyway, so he's like, Troy has this like issue where he's like, I'm supposed to be this thing, supposed to be this person, but I'm just like stuck with so many responsibilities and Ivy League, people are contacting me. And like Troy's dad, oh my god, he says this one thing, he's like, well, I think from what I can remember, he's like, well, go for the basketball people. Show them your talent. And it's just, it's, yeah. Then wait, what happens next? So yeah, okay, so yeah, then Troy becomes a golf teacher. Then, okay, so yeah, Troy becomes a golf teacher. Then basically, Sharpay pretends to be bad at golf to like get him to like, yeah, to get him to like, to pay more attention to him. Yeah. Then basically later, Troy plays basketball with like good basketball players, like who are like taller than him, and he gets a jacket. So and he's like, "Yep, I'm playing basketball with like higher people than like you." And his like friends are like jealous and like, so yeah, then okay, then there's a scene where like Ryan gets a bit more relevant, but he's like, I'm gonna play he's like, I'm gonna play baseball with like Chad and yeah, that team, because we don't really see much like attention going on to Ryan, like, which is sad because Ryan's a good character and we want to see more of him. So yeah, then at like the end of the song, him and Chad switch clothes, which is very odd. So yeah, I'm coming on to this bit. So yeah. Anyway, so then later Ryan and Gabriella get close and like they dance and Troy gets a bit jealous and yeah, because he's missing out on spending time with his girlfriend because of what he does. I don't think he knows yet or something. Can't remember. Don't think he knows yet. I think it's like Sharpay, but I think you will know later anyway. So okay, then like Chad and Troy fight. Yeah. Then so yeah, then Troy's like, yeah, I just need to go sing a song about how I'm feeling, and then he goes and stands on a rock and he basically just like he basically just does this with his arms in the air. And yeah, that's kind of like his momentum. Oh yeah, and Troy and Gabriella break up and Gabriella leaves, and yep, and Troy says, oh, I'm gonna do the performance with you with like Sharpay, but he doesn't. Then Gabriella comes back because I think Chad and Gabriella's friend Tessie or Tessa convince her to come back. Then yeah, then it ends there and Sharpay becomes a good person at the end for 5 minutes. Then she changes in the third movie, and we'll get on to the third movie right now. Okay, so in number 3, the film starts off with Troy playing basketball in a basketball game. And they sing a song about how there's 16 minutes left of the game and they win. And at Troy's house, there's a celebration. And yeah. So yeah, there's like a celebration and everything. Then Troy takes Gabriella to his tree house, which, yeah. To be honest, I just gotta say something. I feel like Troy has had like a girlfriend in the past. Like, I do not believe that like he has not had, like, he never had like a girlfriend before Gabriella. Like, yeah. So yeah, and oh yeah, in this movie I feel like Sharpay just gives up on Troy in this movie. Like, she's like, I tried. Yeah. Because yeah, Sharpay's like more focused on like, you know, going to a good well, college there, but I think it'd be like university there. Here, where I'm from, it's kind of a different thing. Anyway, so yeah, Gabriella and Troy also like talk about, I think in the first, I don't know, I can't remember. So yeah, they sing a song on how much they love each other. There's also like the guy that, like, you know, wants to be like Troy. I can't remember, like, I can't remember his name, but he has like a really like crazy name. What's his name? So yeah. Anyway, then then Gabriella and Troy go back to high school. Then then Miss Darvis is like, we need to talk about all your futures. And it's like, oh, what do you want your future to be? And like Chad's like, I want to be a basketball player because that's literally his thing. And Tess, I think her name is Tessie. She's like, I want to be a powerful woman. Then it's like Troy, and he's like, I don't know. He's like, I'm clueless. Also, Sharpay gets an assistant, and yeah. And also I feel like there's something going on between like Sharpay's assistant and the guy that's like, you know, very fond, like the guy that's like admires Troy a lot. So yeah, there's something going on between there. Anyway, so yeah, then Sharpay sings this song about how like she wants everything to go her way in the future, like how she wants it to be successful. So yeah, because I kind of understand that, like, you want to have a good future, like you want to like everything good. Okay, so then Troy calls up Gabriella to choose like a suit for the prom, because that's happening, but I don't think they show it. I don't think it just happens. I don't think it happens. So yeah, on my neck. Okay, so then then she chooses a suit and they dance and sing and all that jazz. Then Troy and Chad do a little hazing to like the guy that admires Troy. So yeah, then Gabriella's like, oh my gosh, because like so Troy basically takes his clothes and also his the guy who admires him, his like friend's clothes. And they run around the school doing a bit of hazing, and Gabriella is like, oh my gosh, take a photo, yearbook moment. So yeah, and yeah, that happens, and Miss Darvis is like, put some clothes on. Okay, so then what happens? Okay, then... Okay, so then, so Chad's like, oh, I want to ask out Tessie to the prom, and Tessie's like, well, first put down the ball, then we can talk. So yeah, then he asks her out, and she says yes. Then they sing a song about getting ready for the prom. So yes. So yeah. Then Sharpay's like, oh, I don't Gabriella stealing my spotlight. So I want like, so then Sharpay's like, oh, I'm gonna send like Gabriella's like application. I'm gonna send the application of Gabriella, like pretending to be Gabriella, to like really good colleges, universities, whatever. And so yeah, then she does. Then like, I think Gabriella sees this, and like, yeah. Also, Ryan and Kelsey kind of have like a little crush on each other. So, yeah, but I don't think that gets talked about much. Okay, so I'm just kind of reviewing it. Anyway, so yeah, then Chad and Troy do a little dancey dance about the old days. So yeah, what else happens? Yeah, then then basically Tessa, I think that's her name, I'm not sure, is talks to Gabrielle about being like, are you really gonna stay here just for like some guy and just like not go out and just explore options of like what to do in life? So yeah, they get into a bit of a fight, and yeah, because yeah, I feel like you should do like yeah, I feel like you should do what suits you. I feel like you should, oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like you should do that. Like you should do you. That's the main thing. Okay, so then like Troy's dad like sees this like Juilliard thing of like how Juilliard wants Troy to like go there because they've shown interest in him, and Troy's dad being a little Disney Channel dad, he's like, nope, you play basketball, that's how you eat, sleep and breathe. Basketball all the way. So yeah, it's just, Troy's definitely the type of person that just needs like, approval from his dad. Yeah, like I said, he just needs approval from his dad to do things, but his dad's like, no, just basketball. That's all I approve you for. That's just what I get from this. That's just literally what I get from this. So yeah. Then Troy goes to the school and screams his little heart out by singing a song and screams. And Mrs. Davis is like, yeah, you trash the school, but at least you're thinking of your decision. That's the main thing. Then Troy calls Gabriella being like, hey, you're gonna come back for prom? I'm literally just reading this right now. So yeah, then Gabriella's like, no, I think I'm gonna stay here. So yeah. Then what? So I'm just then what Troy does is that he goes all the way to Gabriella's like college and it's like come to university, and they do this like little song and dance and everything. And it's all good, and Troy and Gabriella like yeah, oh, and also like Gabriella comes back to East High and she does the song. Yeah, she does the song. Also, Sharpay's assistant betrays her and she goes in Sharpay's place for a song, and yeah. Then they graduate and they sing a song of, I think it's again like how they graduating, and that's the end of the film, really. Okay, so those are the films. Yeah. I think the thing I loved about this like whole thing is like these films were made for, I think it was either the creator or the director's daughter, because she's also called Gabrielle, and it's so sweet. So yeah, I would do a video about the series, but I think that's another day sort of thing, because I think I watched a bit of the series and it's like it's got Olivia Rodrigo in it. Yay. No, I love Olivia Rodrigo so much. Yeah, but overall, I love the movies, like, because they're so good. They're so good. Anyway, that'll be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe because it means so much to me. So yeah, thanks for watching.